Morning. I'll have a go at watercolour, a Lakeland scene, before getting back to the acrylics. I'm trying to keep everybody happy. I've noticed with this more expensive paper, this is the Saunders £200, not hot press, that's cold press, rough. It doesn't take to scraping as well as the Fabriano, so I won't be doing much of that. So what I'll do though is just to put some water on the paper. I'm not wetting this, I just want to show you how you can paint sort of half and half. So I've got a bit of a bit of alizarin with that, just a little bit. Quite a good thick mix with that. So you get sort of some hit and miss, some lovely hard-edged areas where it's sort of, and you can drag the paint down by touching with a bit of water. I'll put a bit of reflection. Okay. I can paste into that with my mountains, hills. Let's put a bit of light red in that sky, just a touch. You don't want this too bright, otherwise it will dry lighter than I put it on. Let's mix a bit of alizarin with that blue, just make it a bit darker. Alizarin and the blue, that'll give a nice cloud, sort of. Warm, rich clouds. Okay, let's just get that over there, fill in the gaps there. So there's the sky. I should really keep it clipped, so I'll do that. Just keep it flat. It will, as it gets wet, it will expand a little bit, but it's pretty stiff paper. Oops, pretty stiff paper. I'm wearing the gloves because I don't want to get my fingers wet. My thumbs are peeling. They're sort of chapped. It's all this water stuff with the acrylics and washing the brushes and keeping them dry. Okay, I quite like, well, I can put a little bit darker, there's a bit of darker shadow under there. Let's do a bit of light red with that. And just right, okay. Right, let's get some, using those colours, let's get some this, yeah. Right, let's put in some colours on top of that. Right, we're going uphill there. Well, a bit of Payne's grey and a bit of the bit of dark green coming in. You need to mix up your paint fairly thick if you're painting over a wet passage. But otherwise it'll just bleed to infinity and you'll lose the nice Okay, we can put in, well as that dries I'll put a bit of detail on it on that background. I don't want that to bleed yet, so I'm only making this up as I'm going along. It's a bit wet there. We're going uphill there. Oops. I'll put an island across there, I think. I'll just I'll just dry that off, so hold your ears. Right, let's put in an island coming across here, just a bit of interest. Get a bit of sand colour in here. Bit of Payne's grey in there, or we can use burnt umber, or we can use both, just to give a little bit of texture to the okay. I'm using as few colours as possible. I'm just using this to cover up that bleed there. So Payne's grey and burnt sienna give a lovely rich dark. I know when I do the acrylics I lose quite a few watercolourists, but to be honest there's enough for everybody. There's quite a few acrylics now, but there's still something like in excess of 800 videos of watercolours. Right, let's come right up into the canopy up here now. I could use my sable, but I'm so used to using the hake that it's hard to break the habit, and I love the hake anyway. It does all sort of lovely things, just use bits of it. Right, okay, we can put in some dark trunks and stuff. Let's just bring a bigger one up here. Get that bit higher there. So that I've got something to sort of paint into. Right, so we can have another sort of an island up here. We can make more of this side here as a balance to that side there. We don't want to repeat or the same weight per side, otherwise it will just look stilted. Just a fantasy, this is really. Right, okay, we need to get some bit of Payne's grey in there. I want to scrape into that with a card, but I don't. Maybe that will take a little bit of scraping, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that just shows, doesn't it? It does work a little bit. Right, so that just about shows. All right, I'll put another. I'll put a larger tree here, a larger, warmer tree. Okay. bit of bit of rigger work now. Now, because it's a rough paper, you've got to get in with quite a bit of water. Now, just want to just put some chunks in here. Right, we've got some trunks showing there. I hope they show. If they don't, well, we'll have to put them in again. But let's just put in some. I might put in a little bit of white gouache in here, just to highlight. No great portraits of stuff here, just random. Try and keep it looking as spontaneous is what I'm trying to say. But because it's rough paper, it's quite hard to get these twigs and branches. Put a little boat moored here. I often do this just to add a little bit of we could put a little figurine, just a bit of interest. Put him in. Yeah, it just won't lift out. Oh, maybe I'll just leave it like that. It's in shadow, isn't it? I will, yes I will. I want to bring the tree further down, otherwise he'll be out of scale with it. Bit of reed, grass, just to show that it's water. Yeah, I'm not going to do much more, so I'm not going to touch that horizon there. I'll just dry it off, just so take your headphones off. Go. Right, now a little bit of white gouache, if I can find it, in this mess. Ah, I've got it, there it is. Oh, it's getting harder and harder. Trouble is, when you buy gouache, to use as I'm going to use, you really need to buy a small tube. It's not worth paying £5–6 for it if all you're going to do is let it dry, because you use so little of it. Unless you're using other colours in gouache, of course. Right, let's just dilute that a little bit. A little bit of yellow ochre or sienna. I'll anchor that in a minute. Just a couple of little bits of catching the light here, just. Okay, let's move that tree down a little bit. Okay, while we've got the gouache, we can okay, maybe a little bird weed. I'll sign it. Right, we'll put it in a mount. See what it looks like. Then, go back to acrylic. I've tried to show the tutorial of glazing, which I finished up doing on one yesterday. I started it, but I forgot, well, I thought I'd pressed the play, but I hadn't. But I think it was a blessing in disguise because it saved you from looking at a lot of rubbish. But it turned into a evening glory, which is one of my better ones. But it was all done with glazes. That is painting a light colour, or a colour, but with very thinned out with PVA glue. Oh, there we are, a Lake District type of scene. That's so I hope that will keep the watercolourist happy for a while. Let's just take that right up there. Okay. So that looks alright. Yeah, I know it's a pot boiler, but I've got to keep doing them because otherwise I lose all my watercolour subscribers. I don't want to do that. Right, okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.